Okay, so let's try something new, something exciting, something different, something commissioned. For you, Dr. Bass, and some of my other buddies across the ocean, you said you wanted it in a different accent. Let me tell you about this bass. This bass has got a lot of sounds clouded up in it. It's got a bunch of knobbing kind of things in there, really it does. Yeah, you can tell me about that one later. Alright, so what this is a custom order Bluesman vintage. Ta-da. Note the oval tuners, kind of cool. Okay, you see pickups, lots of pickups. Dakota Red, I do believe, or Fiesta, one of the two, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and ask that question. You see two J pickups and a P. Okay, we're going to go through all this here in just a second. As you can see here, standard stuff. Nice big beefy P neck, nice big thick there. Just what somebody ordered. All David Allen stuff set up in here. Let's talk about the pickup configuration, because this is going to be the spot that we're going to see a lot of questions on. Okay, this pickup is set in the 70s, I believe, give or take 60s, 70s, something like that position. Standard P, and then we have another single coil J up here at the front. Okay, just to be very clear, this is not the Stewart ham bass. This is not the Urge bass. Okay, the Urge bass has the two pickups all centered. Okay, this is not that way. So for measuring purposes, for understanding, these two are in the position you would normally expect to find them. This one's kind of special. The way this was done is down the center of where these two meet. If you measure from here to here, and then from here to here, the measurements are identical. So that means that if you look at the way this thing is situated, if you go halfway between the two coils on this pickup, or halfway between the two pieces, that line right there, they're equidistant to front to back. Okay, just FYI. Alright, so let's talk about what this sounds like. Okay, heavy duty brass bridge on here, brass saddles, all 9. Adds an extra, give or take, maybe a pound to the guitar. Still overall not too heavy. Still balances on my hand pretty well, like most of all of the Bluesmans do. Let's talk about the controls. Okay, set up like a standard, or it looks like a standard J. It's not. Here's the fun thing. There is no tone control on this guitar. Okay, we have 3 pickups, 3 knobs. Okay, front goes to the front pickup, middle goes to the back, and the little guy, which we would use as a tone normally, goes to the P. Okay, now the other thing that this guitar has that others don't is that for the 2 J's we have series parallel. So we're going to cover that here in sound mode, and of course level 42. We are going to do exactly that. We're going to play some bass. I might slap it, you never know. For those of you who don't know how to slap or don't like slapping, sorry. It's just one of those things that you add to your tool bag when you play bass. It's something you do. It's just like playing chords, or it's just like playing root 5s. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to roll all these things open. Also, you will notice the 210 combo is still kind of laying low right now, so the big rig here behind me is what's giving us our today. So we're running through the 410 and the 15. I'm using the old PV head up there because it just won't die. So let's do this again now. Okay, I've got everything wide open. If I pull the series parallel switch, and I want the 2 J's in series, so if I push it back down, it gets me the normal, what I would expect from 2 single coils. When I pull it up, I get the heavy. Okay. Also, when I engage this in series, the middle knob is now not working. It's been bypassed because we're running in series on 1. Okay, so let's roll those guys back off. Roll the P bass pickup back off. So now we come back to the back. You know I have a level 42 shirt on. I had to do that. Okay, so that's the back pickup, and then we have the P in the middle. Also, noteworthy on this, the requester for this instrument had this pickup epoxy. So there is an epoxy covering over the top of that pickup. So you can see there, it's not quite where the pull pieces are showing. Okay? Should sound like a vintage P. It's exactly what it sounds like. versions of goofy songs too. Always helps. Okay, so that's what the P-bass pickup sounds like. So I can do any kind of combination of these pickups. I can roll off the front, I can roll in the back pickup plus. So I have PJ for this one. Which gets that nice spanking bark, which you would expect from that combo. Also, I can roll off the back, roll in the front with the P-bass pickup. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Also, one other thing we can try here, if I dial this back down, because I was asked, what does it sound like, or what will it sound like if I run the front one all the way and run the back one at about 80? Okay, so figure about right there. That's what it sounds like. If I take the back pickup all the way out and I rely on just the front, almost has a Rick-like tone to it. In actuality, it's a single coil, so it's probably more like if I took a mudbucker like I have in my basses and cut it in half. Okay, so you also notice that that pickup gets hot and it starts working the speakers. I've noticed this now on 2 separate amps when I tried it out at the shop. That front pickup's got a little extra to it, so you have to be careful when you dial it wide open. If you have questions about this guitar, or really anything to do with Bluesman Vintage, go to www.bluesmanvintage.com and feel free to post comments, concerns, gripping fears, that kind of stuff here. More on the British side for Nick Smith. Dr. Bass, you rock. Okay, so again, here it is, the PB&J, the Bluesman Vintage PB&J. Until next time, go play some bass. Get on tour, might be kind of fun. Hope you're well.